The other one is that writing, huh? Because that is the primary means of discourse within the academic community. When Lockhart found her findings, first thing she did, I said, was sit down and write an essay. It parallels what she did when she got her dissertation. When she got her PhD, she wrote her dissertation. Same thing. To write a dissertation, two things. Guess what? You got to do a whole lot of reading, research, and then of course you got to write a paper, a long book, if you will. Okay? So, in conclusion, let me make a suggestion as you begin your experience within the academic community. The way I like to say it to freshmen is this way. Either you will use this academic community to help yourself, or it will use you. Do you got me? See, because think about the number of students that leave, go away to school, sign on the dotted line with loans. Lots of times it's the parents who sign the loans, right? And then they're there for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden they're back, driving their pickup truck back up and down Main Street. Dude, what happened? Oh man, that place sucked. I didn't like it anyway. A lot of times, of course, they make it through the first semester, and then grades come out, they get put on probation, and then they're done, correct? We know these stories. They happen all the time. What happened to all those students? They showed up at the university, and they had no idea what they were showing up for. No idea. They saw university the way they had seen high school. Woohoo! An experience they were just going to have a great, This is a completely different project. And if you don't understand that when you show up, this is a project that can eat you up and spit you out pretty quickly. It can be a pretty nasty place. Our statistics about drug use and alcohol consumption and potential suicide right at around week 8, 9, 10 in the first semester. Gee, I wonder why. Well, week 8, 9, 10 is what we call midterms. And that's when the old poop moment starts to happen for a lot of freshmen. They go, oh, crap. And I'm not real good at these two skill sets, and that's in every one of my class. Guess what? You sign up to take a badminton class in the PE department, they make you buy a book. And guess what? They make you read it. Guess why? Because the instructor, if it's a prof or a TA, is doing research in physical education. There are at least 50 really good periodicals of physical education when you go into that reading room. Every single discipline within the university will have its series of publications, and you want to try publishing those. With that in mind, I recommend that as you start your university experience, that you focus pretty heavily on these two things. Of course, guess what we do in a 10-10 class? See how that works? A 10-10 class is designed to begin to help you improve your skill sets in those two areas of reading. And guess what? We'll do quite a bit of reading, right? We handed out the Axelrod Cooper text, right? And, of course, we also do quite a bit of this writing. Now, of course, we started doing this at the high school level. And now what we'll do is graduate into the university experience of the academic community, where we'll become more demanding of ourselves as both readers and writers. Of course, it makes sense that if you want to play basketball, you watch lots of basketball. If you want to write well, you read well. Which is why, even though it's a writing course, we're going to do a lot of reading. Okay? It makes sense. We're going to pay attention to, what did I call it before? Models. We're going to look at good writing. We're going to read it. And then we're going to try to improve our own writing through that process. Why? Because ultimately, if you're going to stay in the academic community long enough to credential, that is to say to either get an AA or an AS or a BA or BS, an undergraduate degree, right? You're going to have to be able to do these two things. Why? Because more people are starting school this fall than ever in the history of America. What does that mean? That means in 4 or 5 years, more people are going to have college degrees than ever. What does that mean? That means more degrees, less job opportunities. So that ultimately, when you finally decide to leave the academic community, you'll leave it so that you can make a living. But the likelihood for you guys is that you probably will find your way back into the academic community later to go back to graduate school so that you can make more money, so that you can credential. So, welcome to the academic community. The challenge now is to begin the process of learning to use that community for your own benefit. Got me? Which is why if you're sitting in a class with a prof and you don't understand what's going down, you need to start asking questions. That's crucial. So important. Okay? Make sense? Questions, comments? All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and go to work. Thank you.